press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to the class and I am here to teach you the lesson Chandani. Chandani lesson is from your non-detailed textbook. So dear students, keep your textbook open. This Chandani lesson, the author of this Chandani lesson is Zakir Hussain. Adaptation means this is a one story adapted from some story books and retold by Zakir Hussain. So dear students, before we start the lesson, I want to ask you one question. Do you have pets in your home? Do you have pets? Like cat, maybe dog, birds, yes, cow, sheep. So many people, they love to have pets in their home, especially the dogs, maybe cat, or the birds, the variety of birds. And when you adopt a pet, how do you treat them? How do you take care of your pet? You will treat them as one of the family member of your house. Correct? You will take care of their food, their health. If your pet is not well, you will suddenly you will go and you will have some medicine for them, and you will take care when your pet is not feeling well. And time to time, when you are having your breakfast, lunch, dinner, exactly the same way you will be feeding your pets also. You will treat your pet as your family member. So here in this lesson, there is a person. His name is Abu Khan. So Abu Khan is a character in this lesson and he is having pets here. What kind of pets? He is having goats. He has brought some goats and he is taking care of that goats, and he is having goat as a pet. And he take care of pet and their food maybe, their medicine maybe, properly he is taking care and he is treating the pets as his own family member. And this Abu Khan, he is not having anyone in his life. He has lost his wife, he has lost his children also. So he is only one person staying at home. He is a lonely person. So he has adopted some pets, and see the way how he take care of the pets. He take care of the pets as his own children. See how parents will take care of their children. Same like that, this Abu Khan, he is taking care of the pets as if they are own children. And usually when we take a pet, we give them a name. Say if we are having a cat, we call it as Blackie, Minnu, like that we call. And if we are having dog, we keep some name for that. So same like that, Abu Khan, he also has kept the name for the pets, and he called them not as a goat, he called them with their names. So let's see what kind of love and attachment he is having towards his pet and what happens in the end of the lesson. Okay, so dear students, keep your textbook open. Now I am going to read the paragraph. Once upon a time, there lived a old man in Almora. So Almora is the name of the place. He was popular, known as Abu Khan. So his name is something and the surname is Khan, and everybody call him Abu Khan. Okay. He lived all alone except for a few goats which he always kept as a pet. So he is the only person staying at home. He don't have his family. He is a lone person staying in home, and he loved to have pets in his home. He gave his goats funny names. So whenever he brings a new goat, he will give one name, and he will call that goat with that name only. And for the it is really to see surprise when Abu Khan calls the name, exactly that particular goat only will come to the Abu Khan. So that much attachment is there with the pets and that Abu Khan. He gave his goats funny names such as Kalwa, Mungia or Gujari. So there are some names, the nickname he has given to the pets. He would take them for grazing during the day and talk to them as one talks to their own children. So goats, they need something to eat, right? So they eat grass, and for grazing the Abu Khan takes them to the field. He will tie one rope to the neck of the goat and he will hold that rope and he will take a round in the field so that the goats can eat the juicy grasses. And he talks to them as their own children. So he treats the goats as if they are own children. He will talk them with the name. Gujri, come here, what you are doing. So like that. At night, he would bring them back to his little hutch and put a string around the neck of each goat. So after coming back in the shed, he will tie the goats and he will keep them separate in the night, and morning again he will take them for the grazing. Poor Abu Khan was little unlucky in the matter of his goat. He was little bit unlucky. Why? Why he was unlucky? He is taking care of the goats so much and he is giving them the name and calling them by the name, and he is taking them for grazing also. Then why he is unlucky? Because every often at night one of the goat would pull the string till it broke loose and then would disappear to the hills beyond. So the animals, animals, they want to be in an open field. They don't want them to tie and keep it somewhere. They don't want themselves to be tied to a pole and be stand in one place. They want to roam here and there. They want to do some hunting. They want to eat grass. So this animal, when Abu Khan tie a rope around the neck and keep them in one place, every day, every night, one of the goat would pull the rope and run away to the hills. That is because of this purpose Abu Khan is unlucky. Abu Khan is giving juicy grass, taking care, everything. Then also these goats, they want to run away to the fields, and every night there will be one goat running away and he will miss one goat every day. Goats in hilly region hate being tied to trees or poles. So hilly region, they want to move freely in the fields. They don't want, the animals, the goats don't want to tie the rope and be in the one place. They love their freedom. So animals, they want to love their freedom. See, we sometimes we keep the birds as a pets. Okay, we keep them in the cage and we put some food for that. We keep water for them. We put some leafy things what they like to eat. Everything we do. But do you think the pets remains happy in the cage? No, because they want to fly in the open air. When you little bit open the door of the cage, immediately they will come to fly away. So that is the nature of the animals. The birds wants to fly, they don't want to be in the cage. And animals also, they want to roam freely. They don't want to tie the rope around and to stand one place. So same like that. So every day one goat used to run away to the fields because they want their freedom. Abu Khans were the best heel breed. They too loved their freedom. So whenever they got the chance, they would run away only to get killed by an old wolf who lived in the hills. So in the forest, maybe in the fields, maybe what happens? One animal kills the another. See, according to their power and all. See, if there are some big animals, they will hunt and they will eat some small animals for the food. And where there are the small animals, they will eat some tiny things to eat, sometimes insects. So here in the field, there is one old wolf. And what the wolf do? Wolf will catch the goat and eat up. It will hunt and it will catch the goats. And because of that fear, Abu Khan don't want the goats to go outside in the night, because there is one old wolf and he will be doing hunting and he will eat up the goats. So to get killed by an old wolf lived in hills. So in the forest and all, they will be not having some particular shelter. So always there will be the fear that any big animal may come and catch and eat them. So they will be always to save their life. They will be having fear that some big animal may come and eat of them, because goats will be very small, no? So like that. So whenever the goat run away to hills, it is definite that the wolf is going to catch the goat and eat up, and it is going to be killed by the wolf. Whenever the goat disappeared, Abu Khan was very sad. He feels very sad because one of the goat is killed. He had some 6 goat, and yesterday night one goat ran away. So now there are 5 goats. The next day it becomes 4 goats. Again the next day it becomes 3 goats. Because every night the goat will be running away to the fields, and it is getting killed by the wolf. He did not understand why even the juiciest grass and grains that he gave them and all the love that he showered on them could not stop these unfortunate goats to running straight to the jaws of death. He don't understand. See, usually animals, they need to search their food. They have to kill some other animals or some other things they have to do for their food. Now here Abu Khan, he is giving all the ready foods, that to juicy grass and good grains, and taking care and giving so much love. Then also goats are running away. So what is the problem with the goats? When they run away to the fields, hardly 1 hour or 2 hours they will be enjoying the freedom. Then immediately that wolf will catch and he will kill it. So why this goat don't understand the care I take for the goats, that he is thinking and he is feeling sad. All these goats mad. So are these goats mad? Why they don't understand the love and care I give to them? He wondered. For was it their love for freedom? So of course, being an animal, they want their freedom, they want to roam in the open field. But what about my care? I am taking so much care of them. But freedom means struggle, hardship, even death. So they don't understand. For the animal, if there is no one to take care, they are going to be die with some. They are going to be killed by some other animal, and it is one kind of struggle to save their life. Why these goats don't understand this? Abu Khan couldn't solve the mystery, so he did not understand. Every day he will be missing one goat, and every day one goat get killed by the wolf. One day all his goats left him. So I told you, every day one goat will run away. So like this, all the goats are over now. There are no goats left in the Abu Khan's house. Abu Khan said to himself, no more goats in my house. So enough. This much I took the care, this much I have taken, shown love for them. Then also they run away and there is no goat left now. So hereafter I will not take goat as my pets. I may yet live for a few more years, but I will live without goats. So anyhow that Abu Khan is very old now, and some more years he may live and he may die. And why should I take the goats now? When the goats are not staying with me, when I take care of them, when I give good food for them, then also they are not staying with me, then enough now, I am not going to take any goats. Like that he made his decision. However, the poor old man was terribly lonely. So he loved the goat so much that he couldn't live without them. Though the goats run away and he will bring one new goat, again that will run away, again he will bring the new goat, and he don't want to live alone and lonely. He wants the goat as pets. He loves the goats very much and he wants to take care. He talks to the goats like as if they are own children. So like that. He simply couldn't do without his pets. So it is not possible for him. So every day it is one kind of routine that morning he used to take care of the goats. He take them to the grazing, and evening he brings back and he ties to the rope and that pole. So that was the routine. Now alone sitting at home he is feeling very much bored, and he couldn't stay without his pets. Very soon he brought a young goat. He thought, a young goat will stay with me much longer. So small goat he brought, because he thought that if he brings small goat, it will stay for long time. So thinking that, he brought a young small goat. She will soon begin to love me as well as the food. So though it is a small, so that goat will get adjust with Abu Khan, and that goat will not run away to the hills. I give her every day, she will never go to hills, and he laughed with joy. So it is very young goat. So when I take care, when I give some juicy grass, that goat will stay with me, it will not run away. Thinking that, he brought one more small young goat. The new goat was very pretty. It was very pretty. She was white as snow. So the color of that goat was white color, and had two little horns on her head and a pair of gleamy red eyes. So in the picture you can see that, here in the picture you can see that the goat color is white and eyes are very much bright. So lovely, and small horns also on the head. She had a friendly temperament and would listen to Abu Khan tales with lot interest and affection. So whenever Abu Khan used to speak to that goat used to listen as if she can understand everything, and she would show some expression of laughing and jumping and running, and seeing this, Abu Khan also becomes very happy. So both they had a good time. Abu Khan called her Chandni. See, the name of the goat, the Abu Khan gave the name to the goat is Chandni. He called the goat as Chandni. And this goat, whenever the Abu Khan calls Chandni, where are you? The goat will come running to the Abu Khan. So that was the pet name given to the goat, that is Chandni, which means moonlight. The meaning of Chandni means moonlight. So the goat was very much white like and very beautiful. So the Abu Khan gave the name to the goat as Chandni. The meaning is moonlight. He loved Chandni and would narrate her stories of all his friends who were dead and gone. So again and again Abu Khan used to tell, see, some friends were there before, and at night they used to run away to the hills, and in the hills there is one old very much wild wolf is there, and that wolf, what it do, it catches the goat and it kill it. So see, you be careful, don't go here and there, you stay with me only, because this is a safe place for you. So all the stories he used to tell to the Chandni as if it is a small baby, and Chandni used to listen very carefully as if that she used to understand the words of that Abu Khan. Several years passed. So Abu Khan and Chandni were happy. So many years passed, they lived together. Chandni was still there. Abu Khan believed that Chandni would never leave his compound for the free and fresh air of the hills beyond. Alas, he was mistaken again. So here what happens? He thought, so this many years passed, Chandni did not run away to the hills. She is there only. So now it will not go, it will stay here only, and she is not having the wish of her freedom or getting the fresh air and going to the hills. But he was mistaken again. So anyhow, Chandni is a goat, and it's an animal, and it has to run away because the animals love their freedom. They don't want themselves to be tied up with the rope. Yes. So Abu Khan again, he was mistaken. He thought that Chandni will stay for a long period, but here what happens? He was mistaken. So what happened? How did Chandni she go? What happened? That will come to know in the next part. So dear students, you can see the next part over here. Every morning Chandni watched the hilltops bathed the sunlight. So there was one window, and she used to watch the hills. How beautiful those hills are, she thought. So looking the hills from the distance, she felt, wow, so beautiful. I should go and run to that hills. I should take the fresh air. I should do I should chase some small animals. I should eat some grass. So that all feelings started coming in the mind of Chandni. How beautiful those hills are. she thought. How refreshing the breeze that blows through them. So here in the shed, I am not able to get sufficient air. But if I am in the open field, how the beautiful and fresh air I can get. And how lovely to run across those green fields. So how beautiful animals when they run on the fields. She ran towards the hill and had to stop with a jerk. The rope round her neck wouldn't let her go further. How she hated that rope. So what happens, there was a long rope around the neck, and a little bit distance she was able to move, Chandani. And when she felt that she should run to the hills, all of a sudden she used to jump and run, but the rope around her neck stopped her from running, and she used to come back to the pole. And she hated the rope around her neck because that rope is not allowing her to run to the hills. She stopped eating green grass Abu Khan brought for her, nor did she listen to the story with the interest and affection. So when she was very small, very young, she used to enjoy the food, she used to listen the story said by Abu Khan, but nowadays she is not eating the grass. She is always looking at the window and watching the hills. And she is not listening to the story of Abu Khan also. She is not feeling as if she is happy. Always she will be watching towards the hill. She lost her appetite. See, appetite means interest. Grew very thin and stared moodily at the hilltop bathed in sunlight. So she used to watch the hills, and she used always, the eyes were on the hills only, and she did not eat any grass, and she grew thin. She became very much thin because of not eating proper food, and her eyes were watching, staring at only the hills. Abu Khan did not understand Chandani's anguish. So why Chandani is behaving irritated? Why she is moving here and there, and she feel as if that she is hating the rope? Why she is doing that? Abu Khan did not understand, because many years past she was with Abu Khan and she did not run away to hills. But now why this change he can see in the Chandani? At last she decided to speak him frankly. So after many days, that Chandani, the goat, she decided that she has to speak up to Abu Khan freely. Why she is feeling irritated, why she is not eating the juicy grass, and why she hates the rope around her neck, that all the feelings she decided to tell it to the Abu Khan. So one day finally she told, what? Dear Abu Khan, she said, let me go to hills please. So she requested Abu Khan saying that, please allow me to go to hills. If I stay in your compound, I will die. So being an animal, I want to run to the hills, I want to enjoy my freedom, and if some more days, if you keep me tying the rope around my neck in your compound, I am going to die. Now Abu Khan understood Chandani's problem. So he understood that Chandani wants to run away to the hills. It made him very unhappy. The earthen pot which contained Chandani's breakfast fell from his hand and broke into 1,000 pieces. So there was a mud pot. In the mud pot he had brought breakfast with some juicy grass were there. When he heard that Chandani requesting, please let me go to the hills, that Abu Khan, he just left his hand, and he was very much unhappy listening that Chandani, she wants to go to the hills, and that pot got broke into many pieces. Now he understood why Chandani was not eating food, why Chandani was feeling irritated seeing the rope around her neck, why continuously she was watching towards the hills. That all he came to know. Abu Khan understood that Chandani wants to run away to the hills. Why do you want to leave me, Chandani? Abu Khan asked. So why do you want to go? I am giving you food properly, I am taking your care, you are safe here. Then why you want to leave me and go? Why you want to go and die there in the hills? I want to go to hills, Chandani answered. Don't you like the food here? I will give you tastier food as much as long rope. So if you feel that the food what I am giving you is not good, then again I will bring some tender and juicy grass. If you feel the distance rope what is there it is not enough, then I will make the rope little bit bigger so that you can take a big round of the compound. So that much is enough. Now you are happy. He is trying to convince the Chandani. No thank you, let me go to hills. But Chandani is not ready to listen. She is not ready to get convinced. But she said, I want to go to hills. Do you realize the risk you are running? You obstinate creature. So you don't have mind at all. If you go to hills, that wolf will kill you. Why don't you understand? So he is warning again and again to the Chandani. There is a dangerous wolf in the hills. He will eat you up. Abu Khan did his best to warn her. See, don't go. Only the few hours you will enjoy your freedom. Then that wolf will kill you. So you are going to die if you go to hills. So you please don't go and stay here only. I will give you more juicy grass. I will give you a long rope so that you can take a big round in the compound. But please don't go to the hills. So he tried his best to convince the Chandani. Chandani answered, God has given me a pair of horns. I will fight the wolf. So God, He has created each and everything in the world, and see, human beings, they are having hands and legs to save themselves. We can do some action and we can save ourselves. Whereas animals, they are having the thrones, the jaws, they can save themselves, right? So the Chandani answered that God has given me the two horns, and with the help of these horns I can kill the wolf. I can fight with the wolf, but please allow me to go to the hills. Fight the wolf indeed. You have forgotten the story of your sister Kalwa, who was the size of big deer. See, you are very young and you are not that much powerful as wolf. That wolf will eat up you, it will kill you within no fraction of seconds. But you remember that your sister Kalwa, she was big and it was like size of the deer. That Kalwa was killed by the wolf, and where you are the half of the size. You are so thin, you are so young now, you are not able to fight with the wolf. She fought the wolf through the night but was killed in the morning. That Kalwa, she also tried her best, she fought with the wolf, but what happened? At last she was killed by the wolf. Abu Khan narrated Kalwa's story for the 50th time. See, for the 50 times that Abu Khan, he narrated the story to the Chandani. Here you can see the picture how Chandani is looking at the hills and how she wants to, her desire to go to the hills. So do you think, students, after listening the story of that Kalwa, that goat, she was killed and she was not able to save her life, that Chandani will understand and get convinced, and she stops her stubborn that she wants to go to hill and stay with Abu Khan. Whether she will change her decision, whether she will make her mind to stay with Abu Khan only. So that we will come to know in the second part of the lesson. So till that, dear students, you can read the whole lesson, underline the difficult words, and also you can imagine the desire of freedom of Chandani. In what is her desire? Why she wants to go to hill? Though she is getting everything in the Abu Khan's home. So that feelings you can write down for in a paragraph. Just for 6 to 8 lines you can write down the desire of going to hills. So read the lesson and underline the difficult words, and if you find any difficulty in this explanation, you can drop the message, will clarify your doubts. Then in the second part we will come to know what happens, whether Chandani will stay with Abu Khan or she will get killed by that wolf. So that we will come to know in the next part of the lesson. So dear students, till then take care. Thank you.